I remember the days just keeping time of hanging around in sleepy towns forever. Back roads empty for miles. Well, you can't have a dream and cut it to fit. But when I saw you, I knew we'd go together. Like a wink and a smile. Leave your old jalopy by the railroad track. We'll get a hip, double-dipped, tip-toppy two-seat Pontiac. So you can rev her up, don't go slow. It's only green lights and all right. We'll go together with a wink and a smile. Ladies and gentlemen, the Karaoke Orchestra. Give me a wink and a smile. That's Bill on the sousaphone. We go together like a wink and a smile. Now my heart is music, such a simple song. Sing it again, the hits never end. This is where I belong. Just the sound of your voice, the light in your eyes. You're so far away from yesterday. Together with a wink and a smile. We go together like a wink and a smile. Welcome, everybody, to The Cove, episode 31. So glad to have you all here. I'm Paul Carganilla, the host of The Cove. Thank you for joining us on a Thursday night. I want to give a special shout out to Mr. Hunter Ackerman. His regular Thursday night Lovecast preceded this show, and Hunter's dealing with the COVID. He is in the Cove. I was saying in the chat in his show, I was surprised to hear that Hunter was doing a song with COVID, or a show with COVID, and then I thought, oh, yeah, like I remember when the first time I got COVID, I was like, if you're going to lock me up in a hotel for 10 days, I'm bringing my equipment and I'm doing shows. And I'm sure that's exactly how Hunter felt when he got that diagnosis. He's in the chat. Hi, Hunter. Love you. Sending you so much love. Great show, dude. Great song selections, Christina, for Christina's birthday. Happy birthday, Christina. I did want to say something real quick, but before I get to that, I'll just want to thank you all again for being here. We're in 31 households. I see Hunter, Barbara, Christy, Kelsey, Dawn is here. My mom is here. Hi, mommy. Chloe's got a VHS copy of Titanic for me. I love her so much. She went to like 4 different thrift shops and she found one. And we can talk about that too. How Thrift shops don't even have VHS tapes anymore. There's like maybe a half a shelf left anywhere you go. At least anywhere out here. So my VHS Titanic collecting is, it's going pretty rough here. But we'll never give up, never surrender. Hi, Anna, Emily, Nick, Susan. Hello, producer Craig is in the chat. Jeremy, another birthday. Talk about that. I will bring in, I mentioned producer Craig is in the chat. He had plans this evening, so he told me he would be unavailable for the show. I'm glad to see him in the chat, but I do also want to welcome. Is everything okay? Are we having tech issues?
Everything's fine.
Good. All right, everything's great. You just heard his voice as I wanted to welcome Mr. Sam Mickledge. Welcome. Where is he? Pop on. Or are we having issues? Sam is a huge, huge fan of the Cove, so he knows exactly how the format works. And at this point, I invite the producer on and say, hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Good. Good. Hey, I just wanted to say, like, while you were here, I always try to remember to thank our social media team, but they do such an awesome job. Christina and Dari and Heather, and even not during the week on social media, but during shows, of making everyone feel welcome and saying welcome to everyone. And a little known fact, this is what I actually wanted to talk about, was that if you see how important birthdays are to us here on the network, you know that during the week, whatever day of the week it is, if it's someone in the cast or in the crew is celebrating a birthday, there's usually a social media post about it. And I want to thank Christina Beelan, because she, as far as I know, is the mastermind behind that whenever that happens. And
yep. Good job. Happy
birthday to Christina, and happy birthday to the birthday social media mastermind there. Sam, you seem distracted. Are we okay?
Yeah, I'd feel better if we observed all the upcoming birthdays with a 10-second moment of silence so I could restart this audio driver. Would that be all right?
Moment of silence sounds like a death day.
Yeah. Please hold for 10 seconds while we observe upcoming birthdays with a 10-second moment of silence. And we're back. Thank you, everybody.
Everything's going so well.
Sometimes you have to dust the cobwebs off.
Yeah. So, I mean, you were super distracted, but I asked you, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's a great day. Everybody happy? I'm happy. I'm pleased to be here on the Cove with Paul Carganilla. I'll tell you that much right now. It's a good damn day when you're on the Cove with Paul Carganilla.
I am delighted that you are here. And you know who else is here?
Who else is here, Paul? But wait, there's more?
We've got special guests. Not only is stream director Sam here with me, we've also got Nicole Pierce and Katie McTYRE.
What? Where are they?
Yes.
There's one.
Katie McTYRE.
There they are.
There's Nicole Pierce.
Hello.
Hello, friends. They are here with us to celebrate the theme for this evening, jungle safaris. So they've picked
their favorite leopard prints.
I'm joking. Just throwing a curveball at them. I'm so glad you're both here.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers. Oh, cheers.
Wow.
It is now a pay-per-view with 4 great-looking screens like you have on your televisions at home. Can we give this away for free, Paul? I don't know if that's allowed.
Are we streaming in 1080p?
We are.
Absolutely. Then heck yeah.
I got my guy liner on today.
I'll drink to that.
My shirt matches my eyes. We're ready to roll.
That's right. Julie Emery's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh,
My birthday is Sunday.
yeah.
There's so many August birthdays.
August birthday.
That's why
That
we
should be
needed the moment of
someone's
silence to prepare for that.
password. Yeah.
It's
All
a good
right.
month.
We got a lot. We have a lot to talk about tonight. But before we do that, let's get to more music and feature one of our special guests this evening, Katie. Katie, what are you singing for us first?
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna
Is this a
Do we need
different
another
format
10
than I'm normally used to? Because I didn't hear the "and Hawaii" that threw me off.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Katie's going to sing a couple of tunes for us this evening. Katie, what is your first song? What and why did you choose it?
why? My first song is, I was hoping to play it on the piano, but alas, I did not have the setup to do it today. But I was thinking of something mellow, The Cove, and one of these songs is from a musical, James and the Giant Peach. Pasek and Paul, amazing composers, Roberta Showman, Dear Evan Hansen, literally everything recent. And this is just a beautiful lullaby and song where the ladybug is comforting James, but essentially it's somebody comforting somebody else about something they've lost or missing somebody. And
It's a very
I was
vague
just
story.
trying to
There's a
think
lot
of
of
some
somethings in that
comforting
description.
songs. Oh, how dare you! Don't make fun of my.
Just
Maybe she doesn't want to ruin it. Spoiler
Listen,
alert.
at the end of my teaching day, I get freebies for what comes out of my mouth. Okay.
okay. That'll help with song number 2.
I was. Anyway, I don't know. I know Diana, who was suffering a loss today,
Yeah.
and
Thinking about
her
you, Diana.
pup, and yeah. So I was just trying to think about songs that were comforting and soothing, and this one popped up for me, and I think it's beautiful, and yeah, that's why. Is that better, Sam?
That made so much sense. Don't listen to him.
I mean,
He just wants to hear the whole story.
I'm trying to
like
explain the
whole
synopsis
story.
without fully giving the whole synopsis of the show.
Well,
I give it a B+.
we can't wait to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam, you're like echoing really bad. Sorry. In my ear. We'll talk about it off the air. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Katie McTYRE.
Someone leaves, who knows why, and you never said goodbye. But once we go, we're not gone. We keep living on and on. She whispers in the breeze, he's waving from a star. They are with you everywhere that you are. Left your world all too soon. Look, his face is in the moon. There she smiles, beaming proud. See her laughing in that cloud. And when you feel alone, love is never far. They are with you everywhere that you are. In the music of the forest, in the waves against the sands, from the heavens to the freckles on your hand. Nothing's lost once you find
I've
Isn't
never
that
heard
pretty?
that song before. That was freaking beautiful.
That's beautiful.
I mean, the song is beautiful and your performance.
Where'd Nicole
Hello.
go? Thank you. It's hard not to get emotional in that song.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Have
Yeah, it's a
you-
beautiful, beautiful song.
Ian,
Megan Hilty sings it. She's
how do you just sound so perfect while getting emotional? Because that's like really hard to do.
I
Just read
didn't
my mind. I was totally going to ask that.
I didn't fully get emotional. Like I started and then
I guess my question was more of, I wanted to hear a story about, have you ever been performing and you lost it? Or gotten close?
No, but I often cry when I perform. Like I often when I'm in a show especially, I'll come out and my eyes will just start watering because I'll be so into it.
Yeah.
And it hasn't been so much that I've like uncontrollably wept on stage, but I've definitely, and once it starts, like I can't stop. Like it's just my eyes just keep watering. So
That's
no.
It's kind of like Jonathan Groff, but he spits.
You can't stop it.
It just comes.
I remember my recital in a graduate school, my master's recital, and I came out and my eye just started watering because I don't know if I was excited or whatever, but I started crying my very first song and it just wouldn't stop my whole 4-song set. I was like, God damn it. It wasn't even an emotional song. I think it was just exciting and I got verklempt and I
And that's hard because then part of your brain is focused on that and you have to just push that away.
it's super distracting. Yeah. It's great.
My biggest thing is with breath control. I suck with breath control anyway. Horrible with it. But anytime there's emotion involved in a song, that all goes, it just gets hyperdrive. My diaphragm doesn't know what's happening. I'm nervous, I'm emotional, I have no breath control to begin with, so it just goes nuts.
I feel like the few times where I've gone really lost it more, it's been belty songs, and then it's okay if your voice cracks and breaks in those things, so. I don't
You
know.
mentioned when you start crying, you can't stop. That's interesting. If I wonder, the thought crossed my mind: is that just a performery thing, or does that happen in life? If you start crying, are you more apt to just stay in that lane? Or is it just more on
so.
stage?
I mean, I think because you're performing, it's the music and it keeps the emotion level there, and so you keep. That's usually what makes me cry. It's if something, even if I'm not in a show, if I'm watching a show, if the music is super effective and dramatic, it can be happy, it can be. But if the music, so if you're in that moment and it's because of all this world that you're in, the musical world that you're in the stage show that you're in, and it's still going on, it's harder to compose yourself once you
stay in it. Whereas when you receive
'cause it
bad
keeps you
news,
in
it's
it.
like you process the bad news and then you can snap out of it and go, okay,
right,
I'm
you
done.
don't have this beautiful underscoring to go with your weaving. Music definitely helps. I remember in Sound of Music at the start of this scene when Mother Abbess is talking to Maria and Maria's like, how do I find what I'm looking for, what I'm supposed to do in life? And I'd be on the verge of crying, but then as soon as she would say look for it and the song would start and it was the music, she'd say look for it in this really motherly, beautiful way. And then she would look out to the audience and then I'd see the spotlight come on and she would start to sing and it would make me cry, obviously not as the character, but I would recognize how powerful all of those things were as a performer, and that would make me cry, which worked for the scene. So,
Good old Nora.
Nora, we love her. I don't know about you guys crying. Yeah, it's hard.
Let's give it up one more time for Katie McTYRE. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Super awesome.
Yes.
And next up, we're gonna roll around the wheel to Nicole Pierce. Nicole,
Hello.
how are you, my dear?
I'm good. Today's been a good day. The baby's been cooperative.
At that age, that's wonderful.
I know.
How old is he now?
He's almost 10 months. Tomorrow. He's 10 months tomorrow. Aww.
So
Oh, wow.
excited to meet him.
No, he's standing like all the time now. You can't like stop him from standing now. And then he's also like chewing on the edge of the crib. So I don't know how to prevent that, but that's what I have to work on right
It's all part of the game.
now. I'm like, your teeth.
I was like, that's an interesting way to teeth. That's like an
I feel
aggressive.
that's every parent's journey. I don't know what to do about that, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's like corn on the cobbing around the.
Wow.
Maybe he's trying to like create an escape route.
I don't think that's super uncommon. I
Trying to
think it's,
gnaw
like,
his way out of a
top
crib.
level.
Yeah, but other than that, things are good.
Good.
Great. Well, I'm so happy you could join us tonight, and you'll be performing a couple of songs as well.
Yeah.
What have you chosen to kick it off?
So I am doing a
And why?
song.
And why?
Thank you.
I chose a song by The Tallest Man on Earth. I told you about this artist that I love. He's from Sweden, amazing acoustic guitarist and kind of Bob Dylan-ish. Like he's very influenced by Bob Dylan.
Andre the Giant? I didn't know he played.
He's actually not literally the tallest man on earth.
Oh.
But anyway, a lot of his songs are very complicated to play on guitar. So there's only like a couple that I can get away with. And this is one of them. And it's called The Dreamer.
Oh, I love that title. I wrote a movie called The Dreamer. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Nicole Pierce with The Dreamer from The Tallest Man on Earth.
Thank you. I'm just a dreamer, but I'm hanging on. Though I am nothing big to offer, I watch the birds, how they dive in then gone. It's like nothing in this world's ever still. And I'm just a shadow of your thoughts in me. But sun is setting, shadows growing. A long cast figure will turn into night. It's like nothing in this world ever sleeps. Oh, sometimes the blues just a passing bird. And why can't that always be? Tossing aside from your birch's crown, just enough dark to see how you're the light over me. And by your side, girl, where the acres grow, into the strong and stunning meadow, a cowboy stumbling in the finest field, and nothing good out there won't be yours. Oh, sometimes the blues just a passing bird. just enough dark to see how you're the light of me.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's hard to play. Like he's got a certain strumming pattern, and I'm so like used to what what I usually strum that to try something else is a little tough. But love that song.
Super beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
What a joy to have you both on the show, and you too, Sam. And
Stick to the
I can't wait
ladies.
to see all three of you this weekend, Saturday. We're going to talk about the live stream a little bit later. But
Yep.
so Nicole texted me earlier, and she was like, "Hey, we're bringing the dog. Do you have any like nearby places that'll house an animal?" And I said, Ella is welcome here, but animals and party environments, and there's a lot to worry about. So she's like, no, we're gonna make sure she's taken care of. So where did you find?
It was just a PetSmart in Canoga Park, so it's not really
by
close
me.
by. Is that by you?
Yeah.
Maybe we can pick you up. We're gonna stop there, drop Ella off. There's a
Then I'd have to spend
Pierce
the night.
College right next door.
Yeah,
heard
Pierce
of it?
College. When Jamie was working early in her LAPD career,
Right.
she worked Canoga Park, West
Ooh.
Valley.
Oh.
And I don't remember how she got introduced to it, but she found a tourist video for Canoga Park that I would like to share with everyone because we can here in the Cove. So whenever Sam has that ready, here is a Visit Canoga Park video for tourists.
Here we go.
Canoga Park. Come on down and stay for a while. Community. Neighbors always lend a hand. Help me or strip clubs, then schools or churches. Main export pornography. When your car gets jacked, you might find it here or in the stolen used car lot. Come see the mayor's house. There he is! Right across from the LA River. It's filled with shopping carts. There's no fish! The fumes drift down to the high school, where even the mascot has a gun. Better run and kids get the drugs that they need. Whatever you need, yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it in Canoga Park.
Well, if that does not inspire you to visit Canoga Park, I'm not sure what will.
That's the valley. That's for sure in the valley.
Oh
Canoga
my
Park.
gosh.
Paul, are
That's
you
where
sure
we're
that's
leaving
the
our dog.
official tourism video of Canoga Park?
That's the only one I could find on YouTube.
It sounds a
an
lot like a
amazing-
friend of mine.
Is it the
know,
only
when
one you can
I-
find on YouTube because maybe you know who put it on YouTube? I don't know.
No, honestly. No, I think it was just somebody she worked with at the time. All the
Okay.
officers out there loved the video.
It's so amazing.
Quite a
When I
find.
moved to Chatsworth, when I first moved here, and because my parents are in Chatsworth, everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, the porn capital of the USA." I was like, "What?
Yep, it's true.
What?
What?"
Um,
I learned something new today. That's it.
Oh,
Well,
really?
And my
Yeah.
my parents live in like an older. It was my grandparents' neighborhood, so it's like an old neighborhood, right? And this woman rented her house out, and she
no.
came back. And when she came back, she found out she rented it out to a porn company to film at her house, and she didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
gonna want to get
gotta be
that
careful.
whole house bleached.
Yes, we had many a
careful.
cashier at the Fry's Electronics in Woodland Hills that was not their only job.
Don Emery recognized himself on the video.
Did he
passed
really?
out.
Was he the one on the grass taking a nap?
Tourism video for Canoga Park. My favorite is even the mascot has a gun.
I've definitely been to that high school.
I like the ending. That singer really stuck the ending. It made me believe in the entire song.
Oh,
Can't wait to watch that again.
Canoga Park. And get
You
to
know
go
what?
there on Saturday.
Can we just play it one more time?
Sure.
I think we should play it one more time.
Let's do
Here
it.
it comes. Here it comes.
Canoga Park. Come on down and stay for a while. Community. Neighbors always lend a hand. Help me or strip clubs, then schools or churches. Main export pornography. When your car gets jacked, you might find it here or in the stolen used car lot. Come see the mayor's house. There he is, right across from the LA River. It's filled with shopping carts. There's no fish. The fumes drift down to the high school, where even the mascot has a gun. Better run and kids get the drugs that they need. Whatever you need, yeah, you'll find it. You'll find it in Canoga
Oh
It
man,
was even better the second time.
I can't get enough of that.
The mascot, that's perfect.
Even the mascot has a gun.
Now that we know what's happening, even my mom said this is much better the second.
Yeah,
I knew it would be. I knew it would be.
I think maybe it's Pioneers, Craig.
No,
Craig is
no,
all. Is it Hunters? I think it's Canoga Park Pioneers.
It's the
I don't know.
Rifleman.
Have they changed it since?
I don't know.
Sure they
Video?
have. I won't.
Kyle
I think
Bronson
the
in
sign
the chat
still
says,
looks
Paul,
like that.
Paul, that is your greatest film.
That is your greatest film. The Canoga Park Boomsticks.
I wish I could take credit for that tourist video for Canoga Park. I cannot.
Anyway.
All right, we'll keep the show moving. This is a song I didn't get to do when Katie McTYRE hosted Deep Cuts, and the theme was strength. I had like 10 million options, and I didn't know what to do. But she wouldn't let us play 10 million songs on the show.
Oh wow.
And you played. I saw that show. It was a great show.
It was.
All the bonus tracks were amazing.
Bonus tracks? When do we ever have bonus tracks? This is a Gavin DeGrasse song that I love very, very much. It's called Soldier. Where did all the people go? They got scared when the lights went low. I'll get you through it nice and slow when the world's spinning out of control. Afraid of what they might lose, might get scraped or they might get bruised. You could beg them, what's the use? That's why it's called a moment of truth. I'll get it if you need it. I'll search if you don't see it. You're thirsty, I'll be rain. You get hurt, I'll take your pain. I know you don't believe it, but I said it and I still mean it. When you heard what I told you, when you get worried, I'll be your soldier. Funny when times get hard, at the last moment when you're supposed to charge. We're always on the longest yard. Oh, they feel their feet getting cold. They're hiding here and hiding there. Find them underneath the stairs. There's people hiding everywhere, trying to be still like a stone. But I'll get it if you need it. I'll search if you can't see it. You're thirsty, I'll be rain. You get hurt, I'll take your pain. I know you don't believe it, but I said it and I still mean it. When you heard what I told you, when you get worried, I'll be your soldier. My aim is so true. I wanna show you I'll try forever. I'm never gonna say surrender. I'll get it if you need it. I'll search if you can't see it. You're thirsty, I'll be rain. You get hurt, I'll take your pain. I know you don't believe it, but I said it and I still mean it. When you heard what I told you, when you get worried, I'll be your soldier.
Damn, Daniel.
That's a
Wow.
great song for you. I love that.
Love that one.
That was beautiful, Paul. I love that tune, and you sang the crap out of it. Woo!
Very much. I love Gavin DeGraw
Yeah.
and all of his works.
His entire body of work? Because I really only know that song by heart, and I just love that song.
Such a good song.
I've never heard that song.
Really?
I don't know if it was on radios, but it was on... Which one is that on? Sweeter? Sweeter?
I don't know. I actually saw him live like recently.
I know. I was so jelly when I saw your pictures.
He was at the Grove in Anaheim, and I feel like, I'm sad to say, but that was like the first time I heard that song there. But it was really amazing, and the lyrics are so good. And yeah, highly recommend seeing him live. So good.
Maybe someday. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we're
and
gonna
I
play
wanna-
something next that occurred last week. Was kind of like a fun, funky week scheduling wise. A week ago Thursday, Dan and I did a Paul and Dan's Labyrinth, and then we had a really rare Saturday night episode of In the Cove. And the reason for that was I wanted to introduce the audience, the family, to a longtime friend of Jamie's named Damari, who is in Nashville right now working on an album, trying to create an album. And so we had her on a special episode of In the Cove because of the time difference. We couldn't do it on a weeknight. It had to be on a Saturday. And we got to introduce everyone to her music and to her. And for anyone that missed it, I wanted to bring just a little segment back. This is her first song that she performed on Saturday. If you enjoy it, go ahead and go on back. All the shows live in perpetuity on the network. This is one, it's actually, this single she has recorded and released. So if you like it, you can find DeMaure on Spotify, YouTube's, all the places where you consume music. But she is also running a Kickstarter for her original album, and I'll tell you about that right after the tune. But let's listen to Meet Me in This Place by DeMaure.
This is a song I wrote. I call it a pandemic song. There was like a few different things that went on in my life, one after the other. And I just kind of hit this point where I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening next? There's just been this domino, one after another thing that's frustrating. And so I was like, I need to write a song. So this is called Meet Me in This Place. It's my first single. I just released it on all streaming platforms. It's the very first song I've ever released streaming. So I'm pretty excited about it. And this is the acoustic version for you guys.
Love it. Love the song. Can't wait to hear it live. Here's DeMaure and Meet Me in This Place.
You're the last place I run. You're the first place I should have gone. Calm in the storm, and you've been here all along. When I can't feel you, help me to trust you. Meet me in this place, don't hide your face. I know that I'm growing, but tired of hoping it'll be okay. Meet me in this place. Tell me I am safe. I come to you broken, but I am forgiven only by your grace. Meet me in this place. Meet me in this place. Father of patience, and I'm slowly learning, Lord. In one breath I thank you, the next I ask for more. You ask me to trust you, and I really want to. Meet me in this place, don't hide your face. I know that I'm growing, but tired of hoping it'll be okay. Meet me in this place, tell me I am safe. I come to you broken, but I'm forgiven only by your grace. Meet me in this place. Meet me in this place. Lord, meet me in this place. 'Cause God, I need you. God, I need you. I need you. Lord, meet me in this place. 'Cause God, I need you. God, I need you. Meet me in this place. Don't hide your face. I come to you broken, but I am forgiven only by your grace. Meet me in this place. Meet me in this place. Meet me in this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, DeMaure. That is her single, Meet Me in This Place. Oh, once again, if you missed that, go back and check out In the Cove from this previous Saturday night. She sang 2 more originals from the album she's trying to kickstart, and it was a really good time. If you want to head over to Kickstarter and check out her album. You just have to go to Kickstarter.com and look for Damare's album. I think she needs a lot of help and a lot of love, but we're here to support and give her all the pledge. She's doing an all or nothing pledge system, so if she doesn't get the full amount of what she's trying to raise, nobody gets charged in the end, and but we can still show her all the love and support that we have as a familia. By heading over to Kickstarter and checking out Damare's album. But yeah, definitely go back and watch that episode of The Cove if you didn't, because her songs are just like, her voice is a powerhouse and her songwriting skills are incredible. So check it out. And if you want to support the performers here in tonight's show, there's a really easy way to do that. Of course, every stream here on YouTube is free, but you can leave us gifts. And what Stream Director Sam has given you at the bottom as a tip jar that stays perpetually on the screen. I love that. But here it is, zoomed in and up close for you. If you want to say thanks to myself, Katie, or Nicole, there's an easy way to do that there. And I think we have some thanks to give. Pop on if you have some little something about... I have to pull it up. I was not prepared. But Katie said something about something.
Oh, I did. I got a beautiful note from Emily Thatcher with a super chat. And she said, great job on The Cove, Katie. Never heard that song before, but it was beautiful and made me think of my bird, Stormy, who passed away. And thank you, Emily. I'm glad you enjoyed the song. And yeah, I think it's moving for any situation, any person or relationship, so I'm glad it moved you.
Thank you for that support. Emily Thatcher on the Venmos. All right. Again, if you drop a gift in those tip jars, we can read whatever you say along with it before the end of the show while we are still live. But we each have a song left, I believe. So you got time to jump in. And like I said, Stream Director Sam has provided this. I can't Vanna White the bot. This is awkward. I look like the NSYNC album. Just trying to display the bottom of the screen here. It's fine. I'll just stop.
You're nailing it. Good job.
Nah. Somebody's enjoying it somewhere. But let's bring Katie back in here for another tune.
What about promos, Paul? Promos.
Oh, after we talk about what's coming up, I just talked about what's coming up after we talk about what's coming up. See what I did there? It was a promoception. So Saturday night, we've been talking about it and teasing it for a while now. I'm glad I didn't announce the cast to begin with, because it seems to be changing every day. But tune in. It's the second year in a row. We're going to celebrate my birthday with a live stream. And I hope you can join us. I know everybody has plans on Saturday nights. It's crazy. But if you miss it Saturday night, tune in later on, because this is going to be an epic show. It's happening August 6th at 7 p.m. And it's my 41st birthday on August 7th. All these numbers are confusing me. But this is Paulie's Picnic 101. And it's my 41st birthday edition. We got live performances all night long. No, we're gonna keep it short. Sorry, let me try that again. We're gonna keep the show short.
Right.
Fun. Join us Saturday night, starting at 7 p.m. Then, of course, Tuesday is David Benjamin, the Piano Man, classical piano and fresh puns every other Tuesday. Of course, the next night, Wednesday, will be the lovely Amanda Benjamin. I haven't seen either of them in the chat. They probably went to bed early. But they are mainstays here on the network. We'll see David Tuesday, Amanda Wednesday, every Thursday, of course, Hunter. Hopefully he's feeling better next week. Thursday night will be Hunter. And here's the thing. And here we go back. Hey, let's throw it way to the future, where we're talking about this is not an April Fool's joke. For the second year in a row, it's not an April Fool's joke, but we're having a Paulie's Picnic on a cruise. Yeah, this is the sequel. We're leaving at the end of March. We're coming back sometime early April. No, I'm just kidding. It's a Friday through a Monday, March 31st through April, 3rd or something like that. And we're doing a Paulie's Picnic on a boat. I hope you'll join us. Contact Anna Gina Vola if you have not yet. She is there in the chat. Announced cast members so far are, of course, myself, Mr. Dan Franklin, and Hunter Ackerman. We've got 3 cast members announced, and join us. It's going to be an epic time. Block out those dates. It's not an April Fool's joke. It's going to be a good time. All right. I teased it before all the teasers, but let's get Miss Katie McTYRE back in here. Hello.
Hello. While you were doing your promos, I just got another super chat from Miss Kelsey Blaine Gibson. So thank you, Miss Kelsey.
Yes, I did too. Oh wow, and I got one from Emily too. So I gotta hang on. Kelsey says to me, Cove, love you, friend. This show makes the week go so much better. Thank you. And for us too, I think, as performers. And feeling your love is so appreciated. Thank you so much, Kelsey. Emily says, amazing show tonight, Paul. You're doing so good. That's a drinking game. When Paul says so good. I just did it again, didn't I?
Was that a double down? Oh. No. I'm out.
Drinking.
She says, love your song choices. You are awesome, and I love you, friend. I love you too. Thank you so much.
We love you guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
I got some tips too. I want to say thank you to Kelsey. Thanks, Kelsey, for the love, for the Cove show, she said. And then also Emily Thatcher. Thank you, Emily. Said, great job on the Cove, Nicole. Never heard that song, but it was beautiful. Well done. Love you, friend. Love you too, Emily.
That was The Dreamer by The Tallest Man Alive.
Yes.
On Earth.
That ever
On
lived.
Earth, but not alive. Get it right. Thank you for all your support out there. We love you and we appreciate you, and we couldn't do it without you. Thank you.
1,000,000%. Thank you, Sam. And Katie, I've teased it like 3 or 4 times now. But what are you singing next, and why?
My next one is a total. Oh my God, Christy. Okay, we'll come back to that. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna sing. Christy Dowdle said, "So good to hear your voice, and we missed you, Nick and Christy." Thanks, I missed you guys. But I'm gonna be singing something totally selfish. "I Can't Make You Love Me" by Bonnie Raitt, and it's just selfish because it's one of those songs where every time it comes on my shuffle list, no matter what mood, I always listen to it. And I just love it. I don't know. I think it's, even though it's sad, it's moving and it's passionate, but there's also a lot of love in it. It's very bittersweet, and I just love the song a
Very
lot.
emotive. Get your lighters ready at home.
I don't see anything selfish about it. I can't wait
Hopefully.
to hear it. So, well, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, "I Can't Make You Love Me" as performed by Katie McTYRE.
Thank you. I should turn my lights down. It's a joke. Turn down the lights, turn down the bed, turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me, tell me no lies, just hold me close, don't patronize, don't patronize me. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart and I'll feel the powers that you won't. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. I'll close my eyes, and then I won't see the love you don't feel when you're holding me. Morning will come, and I'll do what's right. Just give me till then to give up this fight, and I will give up this fight. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. You can't make your heart feel something it won't. Here in the dark, in these final hours, I will lay down my heart and I'll feel the powers, but you won't. No, you won't. 'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't. And now she says a lot of mumble things. Do what's right, babe. And I'm gonna fade it out.
Schwap. Shoe throw. Schwap.
It's still playing. Okay, wait.
That's
stop.
okay. Let it play us out. Katie, that was so
should.
beautiful.
keep it there?
OMG.
I always pick songs with really long outros or intros.
It's okay.
Amazing. Amazing job, Katie.
So good.
So good.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
I'm out of a drink. I can't leave. He knows that.
That's an old school drinking game from Paulie's Picnic. Do you guys remember when we used to do Paulie's Online Variety Show live
Never heard of it.
online?
Never heard of it.
For 5 hours a night?
5 hours.
Oh my goodness.
More?
Oh yeah.
First of all, I have to say thank you to Christy, who also sent me a little thing. Great night of music as always, she says. Thank you, Christy. But I was also just informed by eBay that I've been outbid on my $5 Titanic widescreen sealed. Dang it.
By how much?
I don't know.
It's sealed
for the show. I got my first sealed copy. I don't know if y'all are following my stories and my quest to become the _1 Titanic VHS collector in the world.
Plug that IG, Paul. Where can they find you on Instagram?
I haven't even gotten it started yet, but it's Titanic_VHS. It's going to be a whole docu-series on my journey to become the #1 VHS Titanic collector in the whole entire world.
In the universe.
Who do you have to beat again?
This is really.
So there's a guy he has a TikTok. He's Titanic fan 97, and he's up to like fudge. Let me check. I don't even know if it's worth the time. He's got like 300 copies now.
Who cares?
Like, he's dedicated his life to it.
Only 300? You got this.
That's what I told Paul.
So for my birthday, Miss Emily Thatcher sent me like this sealed edition of Titanic.
It's a freshie.
Scan and scan. I know, and it still has the rebate sticker from Sprint from 1997, so you know it's legit.
Get a feature phone.
So I'm up to 11 now, but I think 12 is coming in the mail from eBay.
Nice.
Sam said he's going to give me his.
Yes.
Krista said I get hers. Christina said I get hers. So that brings me up to 15. I'm well on my way up to 300.
You're 10% in no time to that clown.
Yeah, no time.
See what we got over here. I'll check with my mom.
Everybody, please pull your Titanic VHS copies out of your
Check your
room
VHS
closet.
copies.
If you can't find tape 2, just check the VHS player, which is at the bottom of your closet. Hit eject, pop it out. Paul needs them. He needs your help.
If you have a VHS player, like, good for you. Who does anymore? Because
They're all in the attic.
Well, I worked an event. It was a memorial event where somebody wanted to show a video and they only had the VHS.
Oh.
And it was like day of, and they were like, "Can I show this?" And I was like, "Do you have a VHS player?" And they like searched far and wide and couldn't find one.
Oh no.
Plus, even getting it into a TV now, because everything is digital due to copyright protection, even getting an analog signal into your flat screen can be a problem. FYI.
We're gonna get analog signal in my flat screen when we play Mario Kart on Saturday.
Do you
God.
Original Nintendo 64
Katie
Well,
is a professional.
live streams.
I am super legit, but
Okay.
I haven't played Nintendo 64 in years.
And live like the original Nintendo 64 on our TV, our 72-inch TV or whatever it is.
Oh God, is it all?
Looks so crappy. Like you have to squint to tell what's going on.
Yeah, split screen's kind of rough on the four
Should
screen.
I bring my Switch over so we can?
No,
I don't
We
have
need
it
it.
on Switch.
we don't need it. We got the
I
Nintendo
do.
64. We're playing Koopa Troopa Beach. That's the official.
This is because that's the only one Sam can win on.
Because I'm
Doesn't
gonna
the
make.
Switch? Doesn't the Switch version have like the same maps?
It does.
No.
Well, it has similar. And yeah, no, there are extra ones that have a lot of the old maps. Cooper Trooper Beach isn't on it though. I don't think.
Well, then that's the problem. I am
I'm
the
just saying, I have a
1997
Switch,
Koopa Troopa Beach
and I have
World
Mario
Champion.
Kart, and it looks great on the TV.
Bring it just in case, Katie.
Yeah, bring it just in case. Meanwhile,
We've got a couple songs and a poem left by someone who hasn't performed a poem yet on In the Cove. And we're looking forward to that. So recently, if you've been watching these shows, you know I've been playing a lot of like musical theater lately on guitar and like making it like a guitar version. And I made the huge mistake of saying last Thursday night on Paul and Dan's Labyrinth that we kind of forgot about musical theater here on the network. Because Amanda Benjamin was in the chat and she said, "Excuse me." Do you, like,
and then she dumped the.
what am I doing here? No, I apologize to Amanda. I said I did not mean like your show. Like Amanda does so much musical theater and keeps musical theater alive here
Yep.
on the Vaudacity network. I did not mean your show. I just meant like Paulie's Online Variety Show in the Cove. Like there just really hasn't been much. Last Thursday night I Dreamed a Dream.
Oh,
from Les Mis. Saturday I did a little Send in the Clowns from Little Night Music.
Did you do Sound of Music for Krista? Because we know she loves it. It's her favorite.
By special request.
Amanda's here.
Amanda's here.
The first time I saw Amanda in the chat today, as soon as I started saying, I
have
offended Amanda, she's like, I'm here.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And never mind.
I'm taking it back to Les Mis tonight and bringing the room down.
Yes.
I already did that, so we're good.
A little empty room.
Death and unrequited love. So
that's what we do here in the Cove.
For the best.
There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they talked about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, they could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing. I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became their last communion on the lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces at the window. Phantom shadows on the floor. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs at empty tables where my love, my friends will sing no more.
Wow, Paul. So great. Whoa.
Oh.
Amazing.
Cat. That's Jacob.
I love
Hello,
it.
Jacob.
That's Jacob.
Jacob
Hi,
the cat.
Jacob.
Even Jacob liked the song. He had to come and
Cat
tell you.
yours? Is it your cat?
No, it's a rando cat.
Oh, it's a feral cat.
He's so sweet.
Yeah, I got
Paul,
him
you
in
just
New
came
York.
at that
He's a-
full throttle, man. The tone in that vocal was amazing. Ooh.
Thanks. I'm gonna beat myself up over some things that I did, but I'll just keep the show moving. And I appreciate what you said.
Okay, that's
was
a
great.
long-winded version of thank you
Thing
for
that we
saying
did.
that, and I hate it when people say thank you for saying that.
I appreciate. I just said I appreciate you for
Just
saying
did that to
I-
Nicole.
I love you for saying that. Thank you. Katie McTYRE, here in the Cove. You
And
do
Jacob,
poetry.
don't be rude.
And Jacob, sorry.
Thank
So
you.
sorry, Jacob. I didn't mean to
Burn in a second.
ignore you.
Rando cat.
Will you be reciting some poetry this evening?
I guess so. I didn't know this was as a thing, but
Oh, it's a thing.
it's a thing. Okay.
It's a thing.
Okay, he's staying. Yes, is that now?
That's yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. So I have this book that I bought years ago. It's just called a relationship devotional, and it has all these stories from synopsis from movies. What's the plural for synopsis? Synopses. Yeah, for movies and books, but then it also has poems and passages, and it's different types of relationships. Pursuit of love, illicit love, oh gosh, despair, friendship, things like that. And so thinking about the last song that I was doing, I was pulling from the desire section. So I have two, and I'm not really sure which one to do. So
How long are they?
they're not long.
Then
We'll
do
just do the
both.
first one. The first one's called Libido.
Libido.
Oh,
Who is the poet? of the poem?
Rupert Brooke.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie McTYRE interprets Libido by Rupert Brooke here in the Cove.
All right. How should I know that enormous wheels of will drove me cold-eyed and tired on sleepless feet? Night was void arms, and you a phantom still, and day your far light swaying down the street. As never fool for love, I starved for you. My throat was dry and my eyes hot to see. Your mouth so lying was most heaven in view, and your remembered smell most agony. Love wakens love. I felt your hot wrist shiver, and suddenly the mad victory I planned flashed real in your burning, bending head. My conqueror's blood was cool as a deep river in shadow, and my heart beneath your hand, quieter than a dead man on a bed. Right?
I feel like
When you
Hunter,
can translate it.
during his show, he's like, I'm just so hot. I'm so hot in here.
It's pretty good.
I liked it. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
What? Read the last couple lines again for me.
Which my conqueror's blood was cool as a deep river in shadow, and my heart beneath your hand, quieter than a dead man on a bed.
So that's pretty quiet, right?
So did he murder her?
I think that's like it's,
Did she die? Is she dead?
It's a metaphor.
I just think kinda. I think it's like the stunned like pause of everything going on is what I take it as. Really, you would think it would be like beating really fast, but
Just taking it. Yeah. Okay.
like just the moment.
Just so at peace that your heart is deader than a dead man.
It's gonna, right, because we all know when we're about to get some, our heart is dead.
Inside, for sure. Yeah.
I don't know, love wakens up. I feel your, and suddenly the mad victory I planned flashed real. So coming in for the kiss. My
I
conqueror's
felt like
blood
we
was
had the whole
cool.
journey to the end, and then like, he
The
was
journey
dead.
of like lovemaking and then death.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know.
Reminds me of the circle of life in Lion King.
There was a more risque one, but I was like, oh, I don't know.
Ooh, you should go with that.
It's a nice book.
Should I?
Yeah.
They're not all risque, I promise. I don't even know where it is.
Well, it is.
I have prepared a poem, Paul, if Katie needs a moment to.
You have.
I have indeed.
Oh, this one's more like love unrequited.
Oh,
So
never
not
mind.
sexy.
She already found her poem. Okay, go ahead.
No, that wasn't the sexy one. You want me to find the sexy one?
Yeah. It's late night. We got to keep the ratings up.
How's everybody feeling tonight?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I was reminded of my 8th grade English teacher, Mrs. Williamson, at the top of the show, because you were asking about poems, and she was a poem stickler. We did Shakespeare, we did poems. And so the one that I had to memorize, Paul, that I had to obviously pull up tonight because no way I remember it, is by Emily Dickinson. We like Emily Dickinson, right?
Sure.
And the poem, the poem is about hope.
What's it called?
It's called Hope is the Thing with Feathers. Are you familiar?
Hope is the Thing with Feathers.
Yeah.
By Emily Dickinson.
Yeah, it's pretty...
As performed by Sam Miklich right here in the Co.
Oh, thank you. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in your soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could have bashed the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb from me. Thank you. Hope is there for you, y'all. And it doesn't need anything in return. That's the point.
A message of hope from Emily Dickinson in the 1800s.
1869.
What, 1969?
1869.
1969.
1869.
Speaking of 69, did you find that?
Oh, that's why I was off camera. I have tons of tabs in here.
See that.
Wait a minute. Why do you have a poetry book with tabs all through it?
Because I was marking the ones I liked.
That's a lot of show prep, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all those red tabbies. They ain't cheap.
This was before.
Before, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fine.
Before times.
If you can't find it, maybe we can get a promise for next time.
Sure.
Did everyone sing? No more singing?
There's more singing. I was just thinking.
Will there be punch and pie?
Maybe you can find it during the next song.
That's where she was going with that.
Nicole Pierce. I just can't hear people. Are people going in and out?
She's muted.
Thing?
No, I'm not.
No, there you are.
Did you unmute?
Okay.
Oh, did you unmute me?
Ooh, womp womp. What is your second song this evening and why?
First, I want to say thank you to Christy Davilo, though.
Oh!
Yeah. Christy says, thank you for sharing your beautiful voice with us again. Purple Heart.
Oh,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Thanks for
1,000,000%.
being with us tonight, Christy.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to play a song called Don't Dream It's Over by Crowded House.
Oh, snap.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Hey now, hey now. I'm going to sing Hey now, hey now.
Don't dream it's over. First the dreamer, and now don't dream it's over. We're getting a story arc over here.
That was so unintentional, too.
Love it.
Yeah.
And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Nicole Pierce.
There is freedom within, there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead, many battles are lost, but you'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. be suspicion, but there's no proof. In the paper today, tales of war and of waste, but you turn right over to the TV page. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Now I'm walking again to the beat of a drum, and I'm counting the steps to the door of your heart. Only shadows ahead, barely clearing the roof. Get to know the feeling of liberation and release. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win.
Yay. I don't know how to end it.
That was beautiful. That was like me. I'm like, I'm just gonna fade my song out.
I know. I'm like, how do I fade this?
That
this
was
out?
beautiful.
Me on every song
Oh.
I'm playing. How do I end it? Dude, that was so
That
good.
was so great. Oh,
Thank you.
just
I
shut
could
it
like
down.
listen to you, like fall asleep listening to your voice.
That's really sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Several people have said in the chat when we can't wait for the Nicole Pierce album.
Yeah, I know. That's my goal for like starting a month ago, basically, just to get working on that. Just finding the energy, man. It's getting better. It's getting better. With Benjamin, I mean. So
The energy, the time, the drive, the all of the above.
yeah, the drive is there, but just like the time is the thing.
Yes.
Amanda says, or our damn album.
A damn album.
Mike and Nicole. Before I get all gushy, and thank you all so much for being here. Did you find another one? Did you find the
did
one you were
find
looking
it.
for? Because we'll wait.
I mean, I did find it.
But before
And I
we
was
dig
just
into that, let's
shocked
give it
by-
up one more time for Nicole.
Yes.
Nicole, so beautiful.
That was super beautiful.
That was
Dude.
awesome. So good. Oh, I can't
So-
keep doing that.
This is from, I've never read this, but I've of course heard the name, and it's from Lady Chatterley's Lover,
Ooh.
which I've heard that.
Cove After Dark.
And I'm like shocked at like how more than suggestive this is for when it was written, but
Does
I
it
guess
have
it
the
was
year?
risque back in the time. Like it was big to do, right?
Rated
No.
NC-17.
Early 1900s, I think this came out.
1869.
Look it up.
They were
What?
very naughty back then, like extremely.
I'm surprised. This is not Jane Austen. I'm
They
just
couldn't
saying.
make like naughty movies or soap operas, so they wrote it.
They had to
Poet
write
They
it.
wrote it down.
Impros.
Apparently.
Shall we discover it together?
What is?
Oh God.
I'm gonna
We
turn
keep our
my
cameras
camera
on?
off
I'm just
because I
kidding.
don't wanna be- I'm
Reading
gonna
white
leave.
porn.
I'm gonna go ahead and check out. But what is what is it called?
This is just an excerpt from chapter 10, of Lady Chatterley's Lover.
By who?
D.H. Lawrence?
Yeah, that's a dude, right?
I don't know.
I wonder what the DH
Somebody
stands
look this
for.
up. When did this come out, and was it a
Producer
man or a
Craig was
woman?
in the chat. If producer Craig's still around, let us know. D.H. Lawrence. I think that's a dude. I could be totally wrong.
I don't.
So here's an excerpt from chapter 10 of Lady Chatterley's Lover on Indigo.
Take it away, Katie.
What it is to touch thee, he said, as his finger caressed the delicate, warm, secret skin of her waist and hips. He put his face down and rubbed his cheek against her belly and against her thighs again and again. And again she wondered a little over the sort of rapture it was to him. She did not understand the beauty he found in her. Through touch upon her living secret body, almost the ecstasy of beauty. For passion alone is to awake to it, and when passion is dead or absent, then the magnificent throb of beauty is incomprehensible and even a little despicable. Warm, live beauty of contact, so much deeper than the beauty of vision. She felt the glide of his cheek on her thighs and belly and buttocks, and the close brushing of his mustache and his soft, thick hair, and her knees began to quiver. Far down in her, she felt a new stirring, a new nakedness emerging, and she was half afraid, half she wished he would not caress her so. He was encompassing her somehow, yet she was waiting. That's it.
Mighty fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I read it and I was like, oh my gosh.
He said buttocks. I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
I have to say, as the porn bots drop into the chat
That,
of chat XYZ, yep, here they are.
here they are now, right on
what?
time.
It's
Are you kidding?
almost like they're listening.
Oh, best at old dating site. All right.
Oh my god!
It's so freaking funny.
We'll just put that user on timeout.
Brother is watching.
My god, that is so funny. Has that happened before?
First time.
No,
Congratulations.
no.
Lady Chatterley's Lover.
But
Old days porn.
I like the direction that, like, the hard left turn that we took here in the Cove to the late night in the Cove.
I liked that.
I really did too.
No, it was saucy. I was.
Tell me more
I was
about
like, I can't
her
read
like-
this.
thighs and
It
his
was like-
mustache.
I don't know
Best
why
was
his.
that it was written by a man.
It was.
I love that.
He is a
It
dude.
was?
Yeah, English student.
Of
course.
Emily looked it up. I think we lost producer Craig. It's getting late.
We
but-
have his picture here. He looks like someone who would write something like that.
Amanda says, we get those bots often on Hunter and my show. No, I know, like, it's not the first time we've gotten bots, but, like, specific
Adult dating.
adult bots based on what we're talking about
Yeah.
is what I meant. Maybe I just missed the Amanda and Hunter shows where they get these bots because they get a little toasty sometimes.
Yeah, this bot was talking about jamming the in the. We got it down in about 5 seconds, thankfully.
Beep. Let me
What
get
was
it.
that line that's
Oh,
like
it was like you guys were the ones that edited it.
Yep.
What line?
where it says like so beautiful but yet like despicable or something?
Mm-hmm.
And when passion is dead or absent, then the magnificent throb of beauty is incomprehensible and even a little despicable.
Anytime you incorporate throb in a sentence, you know you
Little
got
naughty.
It's pretty bad. That word's
Just
very
a little
distracting.
naughty.
You use throb in a not dirty sentence. I dare you.
Interesting that they use that in the sentence where they were talking about passion being dead.
Yeah.
To me, it's more, I don't know, like the visual aspect. I love the rubbing parts of body with your cheek,
Yeah, the mustache. Don't forget.
like cheek and mustache.
Mike has a mustache.
But oh boy, here we
So
go.
does Dave Hill in the chat. Shout out. He says, come on, it's after 9, no problem.
I just loved like the range of body parts that it went through in like a sentence. It was like he caressed her stomach, her thighs, and her butt with
Well,
his...
I mean, that's all in the same
I'm like, how
region.
long
There's
did
not a
that
lot of
take?
travel.
It's like,
I think it's interesting.
he's just
He rubbed
dragging his
cheek.
face along her body. Like,
No
Cheek
arms,
against
just
her belly and her thighs again and again. So he's like,
And then at some point she turns around, apparently, because there is the buttocks involved too.
I think I'm doing something wrong because usually I'm using my hands and other things. Like I don't know.
no
like,
hands.
Just
you
just
use the cheek and let us know.
Okay.
That works.
We just got put on Friend Vacation by Zach White, by the way. I hope you're all proud of yourselves.
Okay, sorry.
Sammy Davis Jr. once said, "To try to please everyone all the time, that is true failure."
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm having fun.
I'm having a great time. Turn the page, Katie. Let's see what else is in there.
There's stuff about friendship, and I was going to read a Yeats thing.
Yeats?
Yeats?
I think it's Yeats.
The last thing any guy wants to talk about after that poem is then friendship, because we all know that means friend zone. No, thank you.
Right. All right. Well,
Be that as it may.
I just want to say I can't wait to continue this on another episode because this has been so much fun. Katie, Nicole, thank you so much for joining us here in the Cove.
Thank you for having us. Please have us back.
Again, one last time, if you want to say thank you to the cast here tonight, of course, every live stream is free, but there is the magical tip jars at the bottom of the screen that I can't seem to figure out as I do my puppetry. And oh, there it is. Thank you, Sam. If you want to say thanks to myself or Katie or Nicole for the show, we appreciate it and love your support, and we appreciate you guys so much. We're still in 20 households right now. It's 11 p.m. on a Thursday night. Like, where else can you go and find this kind of community? We love it. We love you.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you, Katie and Nicole and Sam, on Saturday, and we hope to see you all on the next In the Cove or in the next Cove. Of course, we're going to continue these late night Cove poetry sessions because it's
Sounds like a new show idea to me.
Bring your book, Katie.
a whole new
know.
show.
A whole new show.
Or producer Craig is his brother's in a band called Love Canal, and we were talking about that. So like if we could, I don't know, figure out some sort of show name that could mix like the Cove or Love Canal. Or no, I don't know. I'm just spinning tangents now. Yeah, we were talking during Hunter's show about Lovecast, and when we tried to do like a Hunter and Paul hybrid show, it was going to be like Love Cove, and then that's a little.
I think Love Canal might be a code for something else.
Yeah,
Doesn't have the
so. I don't know.
ring to it.
No.
Thanks everybody. I'm gonna do one last tune tonight, but give it up one more time for Katie and Nicole and stream director Sam. Thank you. Our social media team, Dari, Christina, and Heather. Love you all. Love you all for tuning in. We'll say good night on this one. You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. And you can smile every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine like sharpening wine. Go and have your fun, it's so sharp. Laugh and sing And while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. Don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never ever let you go. I love you oh so much. Oh, you can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks, can he walk you home? If you're all alone, you must tell him no. Don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Oh, darling, save the last dance for me. My karaoke orchestra is back. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. Yeah, don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So darling, save the last dance for me. Oh, don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Darling, save your last dance for me. Baby, save the last dance, the very last dance for me. Oh, won't you make me just your promise? You'll save the last dance for me. Save the last dance, the very last dance.